Naruto chapter 610. It is going down, people. The Juubi versus Naruto and his people. And automatically a couple things could be picked up from this chapter, basically, because it's for the most part a couple of main points in it. Basically, if you look closely, Obito is questioning Madara. He's like, yo, let's start the Moon Eye plan ritual right away. Let's start it. And Madara's like, no, we need to get rid of them first. And Obito's like, you just want to test the power of the Juubi. So if you look, again, it's supporting my theory that Madara, for the most part, he doesn't really care about that ritual. He doesn't care about the Moon Eye plan. He just wants the Juubi, the power of the Juubi for himself. And I think that's where slowly Obito's going to start realizing it, because Madara just keeps on, yeah, we'll get to the Moon Eye plan, yeah. And in reality, he just wants the power. That's all that he really is looking at. And that's where you will start seeing the rift. The Juubi as well is kind of interesting, because Obito's like, I gave him too much of a consciousness. When he says that, I wonder what he means, because it's not like, he created him himself. Maybe he means as far as the amount of chakra he gave him, or I don't really know as far as what he meant by that. But if you look at the Juubi, he kind of looked at them with like a dirty look. He has pretty much a consciousness. He's not just, this destructive monster that doesn't, really like understand anything. I think he's going to actually turn on them as well, and at some given point, maybe Madara is going to have to fight him. He's not going to turn good or whatnot, but I think he's going to just start attacking everybody at a given point, because you can see that the Juubi just doesn't really care. And it's interesting because, to be honest with you, the Juubi doesn't really look, as much as the Kyuubi kept talking about, oh yeah, his power can't be measured, and that's true, because like you can see that they are having a hell of a time with him, but it seems as though this is just the beginning of him, and I think that maybe still B might get captured and put into him or whatever, because right now, if you notice, when the Juubi was summoned, I didn't really catch it until like this particular chapter. If you look at the amount of tomos on him, it's 6 tomos, which is weird, because wouldn't he at least have 7? Because isn't there like 7 tailed beasts within him? There's the first through 7, and then the 8th is Killer B, and 9 is Naruto. So that's interesting. What if, because remember we didn't even see Shukaku, the first one, when that whole big ritual and whatnot. So what if the first Tails isn't even in there as well? I've been thinking for a while now, maybe Obito put the chakra in him for one reason or another, and it's still a possibility, because why is there only 6 tomos in his eye? Is there like a tail beast missing that was supposed to be in it? I don't know, but that's kind of interesting to note, because as powerful as Juubi is right now, he still doesn't seem like this legendary power that we've heard of. So I'm guessing that maybe there's still more is going to happen to power it up even more, or something along the lines. Because right now, it's weird, because you see them all fighting him, and Kakashi is like he's not really smiling necessarily at the situation, but like he looked at Naruto and kind of smiled. And I think it's just overall because Naruto helped Kakashi in the last chapter like feel a little bit better, because he kept on, I'm trash, and I think he just really feels relieved after Naruto gave him like that little word of advice. So I guess that's why he's smiling, but this is definitely not the particular situation to be smiling about, because that's the Juubi, and they're trying all their tricks, but at the end of the chapter, when they coming, like they tricked him, and basically they're coming with on top of his eye to blast him. I don't think really they're going to be able to do it. I don't know. They're definitely not going to be able to defeat the Juubi this quickly, because it's looking a little too quick that they're fighting the Juubi, and seemingly they don't really seem to be having too much of a struggle. So I definitely say there's going to be a lot more to the Juubi. I could foresee him, to be honest with you, going at Madara, because Madara, or going at Obito and Madara, or possibly killing Obito, because he looks like he doesn't really care about anybody. It's not like he's on Obito Madara's side. I don't think he really gives a shit about nobody on that battlefield. He just wants to destroy, and I can't wait to see it go down. Overall, this chapter, for the most part, the really important parts is, if you look closely, the Juubi, he doesn't really care. Like, he's giving looks of actual, like with feeling. It's not just, emptiness of a monster. There's more to it. So I can't wait to see exactly what more is he going to do, because if you notice, really, he's pretty strong. I mean, he knocked the Kyuubi out, and he only has 6 tomos, so there might be more to his strength. And also, you can see that slowly Obito's probably going to start looking at Madara like, you keep on saying no about the Moon Eye plan, wait. And that's probably where the rift is going to start coming between the two of them, because Obito is desperate for this, and Madara seemingly doesn't care. So we're gonna definitely see that rift soon. And overall, it's cool to see them go up against the Juubi, but I think that we're gonna see more to the Juubi because right now they still aren't struggling the way I think they should be struggling against the Juubi because yes, the Nine Tails and Eight Tails, and you got all these strong people, but I think there's going to be more to it because Six Tomos isn't a complete Juubi, and I think by the end of the series we will see one way or another, whether it be that B gets swallowed and somehow they get more chakra from the Nine Tails to make them complete or something, but we're going to see definitely more power to the Juubi. Let me know what you think. Are you satisfied thus far of how powerful the Juubi is, or do you think he needs to be stronger? As of right now, he's pretty strong because he's knocking people around, but I think he could get a little bit more stronger, and that's just due time. And also, what do you think about the whole Six Tomos thing? Do you think that one of the tail beasts that they had captured isn't within it? Maybe like Obito put Shukaku inside of him or something? Let me know in the comment section below. Overall thoughts of the chapter. To be honest, it's a good little brawl, but I want to see more. That's really just, I want to see the Juubi really what it can do. It's like, it's fighting back and everything, but I want to see like the legendary power that we've heard of, and I can't wait to see it because I know it's going to go down. But that's all I have for this quick review. Overall, just excited to see this fight go down. It seems like we're really reaching the climax, and as awesome as it is, it's also a little bit saddening because the more closer we get, the sooner the series will end. So yeah, I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.